Hey everyone, All in Arrowhead here. The regular season is finally here. Let's get into the games. The regular season has begun, which means the Eagles need to defend their Super Bowl title. Their first step is against a division rival in the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going with Philly. With this win, they will kick off their season with a 1-0 record. As for the Cowboys, they'll be 0-1. Don't worry, Cowboys fans, this is only the beginning. Another divisional matchup in Sao Paulo, Brazil? I mean, if the NFL really wants to add more international games like this, so be it. But why does it have to be on YouTube TV of all places? No one will be able to watch it besides anyone who's subscribed to YouTube TV. Anyways, I'm picking the Chiefs to start the season 1-0, and the Chargers to start their season 0-1. Congrats to Taylor and Travis on their engagement, though. A notorious battle between Daniel Jones and Tua Tagovailoa. We all know who's the better QB here. Tua. It's obvious. Although Danny Derps won the starting job for Indy, I can't see him compete against a guy like Tua. I just can't. So with that, I'm picking the Dolphins to start their season 1-0 and the Colts 0-1. We will see not one but two Aaron Rodgers revenge games this season. First up on the docket will be against his previous team, the New York Jets. I like Aaron Glenn, but Rodgers will get his revenge here. I am going with the Steelers, who will begin their season 1-0. As for the Jets, as much as I'd like to call them a dark horse, start 0-1. This is Rodgers' farewell tour, you know? Liam Cohen now has a chance to prove he can win games in the regular season. His first opponent is an easy scrub in the Carolina Panthers. Dave Canales hasn't proven himself to be a formidable head coach yet, so I'm picking the Jaguars to start 1-0. I think Cohen can further develop Trevor Lawrence, much like Doug Peterson did in 2022. The Panthers will begin their season 0-1. Spencer Rattler versus Kyler Murray, huh? Not gonna lie, I don't think New Orleans will be in any capacity good this season. They'll probably can Moore as their head coach if they have a horrific start to the season. The Patriots did it to Gerard Mayo, who was absolutely horrible in his role. That's why I'm picking Arizona to start 1-0. New Orleans will start 0-1. Another NFC East divisional game. I'm going with the Commanders to be 1-0. They had a bad preseason, but I have a good feeling about them against the Giants, who will start 0-1. Yes, I know Russell is starting for them, but he's past his prime. I don't know how the dude hasn't retired yet. He's played that badly. Did you see how awful his tenure was in Denver? I think they're still paying him his dues. A division matchup in the NFC South to start off the season. It's pretty obvious who I'm picking. Tampa Bay. They will start off with a 1-0 record, and the Falcons are going to start 0-1. They are currently paying Kirk Cousins 9 figures to be a backup to Penix, so it really doesn't make sense that I pick Atlanta. Jesus, why are there so many divisional games in Week 1? The Browns have the worst schedule in the first 6 games of the season, so it will be obvious that I'm picking the Bengals to start off their year 1-0. Cleveland will be 0-1, as they will see a ton of these losses on their record this season. Jacoby Myers' return to Foxborough. I remember when these teams played in 2022. Ramondre flipped the ball to Myers, who threw it back to Chandler Jones, who sealed the game for Las Vegas. I was dumbfounded at the lack of urgency old Billy Boy put on that game, but I'm picking New England to start 1-0. The Raiders will begin their season 0-1. Wasn't Sam Darnold a 49er at one point? Anyways, there's no doubt in my mind that he is the starter, and he played so well for Minnesota last year, despite how his career has gone. I'm going with the Seahawks to start 1-0, and the Niners will be 0-1. I think this will be a good game if San Fran is fully healthy. I don't want to root for the Broncos, but the Titans really didn't do much of an overhaul since last season. Despite their preseason wins, Cam Ward is their projected starter. As for Denver, they have a plethora of weapons to choose from for Bo Nix. So that's why I'm going with Denver to start their year 1-0. As for Tennessee, you start 0-1. It's early in the year though. I think this is a good Week 1 divisional matchup. The Packers had a strong end to the year last year and the Lions dominated, up until they played Washington in the playoffs. I have a good feeling about both of these teams, so I'm going to pick the Lions to start 1-0, and the Packers will be 0-1. Stroud versus Stafford. I think this is a great season opener for Houston. They go up against a fellow playoff team from last season in the Rams. Unfortunately for them, I think Stafford and the Rams end up winning here, and they will start the regular season 1-0. The Texans, as unfortunate as it is, will start their season 0-1. I have a feeling they'll bounce back. This was on Sunday Night Football a year ago, right? I genuinely remember Derrick Henry running 85 yards for a touchdown the last time these teams played. I hate Buffalo, so I'm going to pick the Ravens for this match. They will begin their season 1-0, and the Bills will begin their season 0-1. I know that sounds repetitive at this point, but during the regular season, I do the records. I swear this game has been on Monday Night Football at least twice in the last 4 years. I don't know why these teams even play in a primetime slot. I have a good feeling about J.J. McCarthy, though. He brought Michigan to the Promised Land in 2023, and he most certainly can do it with Minnesota, which is why I'm picking the Vikings to start 1-0. The Bears will experience a lot of what happened last year, losing. They will start their season 0-1.